All right, so we're back for another deep dive, and this time
Oh, this is a good one.
it is. We're looking at jewelry retail software. You know all those articles you sent over?
Yeah.
Really fascinating stuff. It seems like the whole industry is like on the verge of this big shift.
Yeah, definitely seeing some changes.
Yeah, like the old way of doing things is getting a real challenge from all these new systems popping up, and
Mm-hmm.
it seems like they want to like completely change how jewelry stores operate, you know?
Yeah.
And specifically, you asked about PIRO Retail.
Oh, yeah. They're interesting.
Yeah, one of the companies that's really like making waves.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, let's dive in. This is going to be fun.
You're right. The landscape is definitely shifting. For years, like you said, it was all about systems like the Edge and Jewelmate.
Right, the big names.
Exactly. If you had a jewelry store, those were the go-to solutions.
Yeah, but reading those articles,
Yeah.
it seems like they're not aging so well, you
Yeah.
know? Some jewelers are saying they feel clunky, hard to use, and they just don't play nice with other systems. Like, come on, it's 2024. Online stores are a must.
And that's the problem, right? In tech, if you're not moving forward, you're falling behind. One of those articles, I think it was, put it perfectly. These companies get too comfortable, at the top.
Right, complacent.
Exactly. They start focusing more on marketing than actually improving their product.
And that's where the door opens for disruption.
You got it.
So these new cloud-based systems, they're the disruptors.
They are, and they're bringing some serious advantages. Think about it. You're running a business. You need software that's easy to use, can handle online sales, and gives you insights into how your business is doing. That's what these new systems are all about.
And there's this term that keeps popping up, SaaS, software as a service.
Oh, yeah.
What does that even mean for like a jewelry store owner?
Okay, so think of it this way. Instead of buying this big, expensive software package that you have to install and manage yourself, you're basically subscribing to a service. The software lives in the cloud, so you can access it anywhere on any device. And because it's a service, the company is constantly updating it, adding features, and making sure it's secure.
So it's always evolving.
Exactly. A huge advantage over those older systems that are stuck with old technology.
Sounds like a pretty obvious choice for anyone starting a jewelry business today.
It makes you wonder why anyone would go with the old systems.
Well, that brings us back to PIRO Retail, the company making waves. What's their story?
So they've actually been around the jewelry industry for a while.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but they started on the back end working with manufacturers and wholesalers.
Interesting.
They really understand how jewelry businesses work, especially the complicated inventory stuff. One of your articles mentioned they made a huge investment in cloud technology a few years ago. Shows they're serious about staying ahead of the game.
So they didn't just jump on the cloud bandwagon.
Nope, they've been planning this. And now it looks like they're bringing that expertise to retail. Their new system, PIRO Retail, is made specifically for jewelry stores. And people are raving about how easy it is to use and how it can handle even the most complex inventory needs.
I'm looking at their feature list here. Simple point of sale, real-time inventory tracking, powerful back-office automation.
Yeah, it's like they've thought of everything. They have, and something that really jumps out at me is their focus on back-office efficiency. Managing a jewelry store is incredibly complex. Raw materials, finished pieces, custom orders, repairs. It can be a nightmare.
I can imagine. I can barely keep track of my own sock drawer.
Right. Now imagine trying to keep track of thousands of tiny, valuable pieces, and then you've got suppliers, orders, pricing, employees.
Okay, my head is spinning.
Exactly. That's why having a system that can automate those back-end tasks is crucial. The more you automate, the less room there is for mistakes, and it frees up your staff to focus on selling and building relationships with customers.
So it's about working smarter, not harder.
Exactly. PIRO Retail takes care of those time-consuming, repetitive tasks so you can focus on growing your business.
Okay, let's dive into some of the specific features. Their POS system is getting a lot of buzz. What makes it so special?
Well, first off, it's incredibly user-friendly. You don't need to be a tech whiz to figure it out.
That's important. Not everyone's a tech expert.
Right. It's designed to be intuitive, easy to navigate, even for employees who aren't comfortable with technology.
Makes sense, especially in retail, where you might have staff with different levels of tech experience.
Yeah.
You don't want to be spending hours training everyone on a complicated system.
Exactly. And the POS is just the beginning. PIRO Retail also offers real-time inventory tracking. You always know what you have in stock across all your locations.
No more calling around to different stores or checking dusty old spreadsheets.
Nope. A customer comes in looking for a specific piece, you can tell them instantly if you have it.
That's huge, especially these days when everyone expects things instantly.
It is, and it goes further. PIRO Retail integrates with your online store, so you can avoid those situations where a customer orders something online that's not actually in stock.
Oh, I hate when that happens. You
Sure.
order something, then get an email saying, oops, sorry, we're actually out of stock. Not a good look.
Exactly. PIRO Retail eliminates that problem by giving you one unified view of your inventory across all your channels.
So whether a customer is browsing online, on Instagram, or walking into your store, they're seeing the same accurate inventory information.
Yep. That's what they call omni-channel retailing.
Right. It's all about providing a consistent experience no matter how the customer chooses to shop.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've got a user-friendly POS system, real-time inventory tracking, and seamless integration with online platforms. What else is up PIRO Retail's sleeve?
Well, one thing that really sets them apart is their focus on back-office automation. This is where their deep understanding of the jewelry industry really comes into play. They've designed their system to handle all those intricate details that come with jewelry retail managing raw materials, tracking repairs, creating custom quotes, and they've automated as much of it as possible.
So tell me more about this back-office automation. What are some examples of how PIRO Retail is actually helping jewelers streamline their operations?
Sure. Let's say you're running low on a particular type of diamond that you use all the time. With PIRO Retail, you can set up automatic reorder points.
Oh, interesting.
So when your inventory drops below a certain level, the system automatically creates a purchase order for you.
Wow, that's amazing. It's like having a virtual assistant who's always on top of things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's not just about reordering. PIRO Retail can automate things like generating invoices, tracking payments, even calculating sales tax. All those mundane tasks that would normally bog down your staff.
So it frees up your team to focus on the things humans do best, providing great customer service, building relationships, creating memorable experiences.
Exactly. It's about working smarter, not harder. PIRO Retail is designed to take care of those time-consuming tasks so you can focus on growing your business.
And we're back, continuing our deep dive into jewelry retail software. Before the break, we were talking about PIRO Retail and all the ways they're using technology to help jewelers streamline things and make smarter decisions. One thing that really stood out to me was their digital catalog.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, having a digital catalog that updates in real time and shows inventory across all your locations, that's got to be a game changer, right? Especially for businesses with, multiple stores or online presence.
Absolutely. It's huge. Think about it. No more calling around to different stores trying to track down a piece. No more disappointing a customer who saw something online, but it's actually at a different location.
Right.
With PIRO Retail, you have that real-time view of all your inventory, so happier customers, more sales.
Fewer headaches for you and a smoother experience for the customer.
Exactly.
Seems to be a theme with PIRO Retail, making things easier and more efficient for everyone.
Definitely. And it goes beyond just inventory. Their system is designed to handle all those little details that can be a real pain for jewelers. Managing raw materials, tracking repairs, creating custom quotes. PIRO Retail tackles all of that in a way that's surprisingly really user-friendly.
Okay, so let's unpack that a bit. I get how real-time inventory is a big win, but what about those other aspects? What makes PIRO Retail's approach to things like repairs and custom orders so different?
It's all about understanding the jewelry industry, really thinking through the specific pain points that jewelers face every day. Take repairs, for example. With PIRO Retail, you can create these detailed work orders, track every step of the repair process, and even send automated updates to the customer. Total transparency keeps everyone in the loop.
No more sticky notes getting lost in the workshop.
Exactly. And custom orders. Those can get really complicated, especially when you're dealing with unique designs and, specific customer requests.
Right.
And PIRO Retail shines here. Let's say a customer wants a unique engagement ring with a specific type of setting and ethically sourced diamonds.
Okay.
PIRO can track every element, from the initial design to sourcing the stones, all the way to creating the final piece. It makes sure everything's accurate, it's transparent, gives the customer peace of mind, and builds trust with your business.
It's like having a digital paper trail for every piece of jewelry.
That's a great way to put it. And it's not just about tracking, it's about communication. PIRO Retail makes it so easy to keep the customer informed every step of the way. You can send automated updates, photos, even videos of the piece as it's being made. That level of personalization and transparency can really set you apart.
Sounds like PIRO Retail is taking customization to a whole new level.
They are. And that's so important today. Customers are looking for unique, personalized experiences. It's not enough to just offer a generic selection anymore. You need to be able to cater to individual desires. Create something special.
And speaking of creating something special, let's talk about PIRO Retail's capabilities for managing raw materials. A lot of software systems seem to overlook this, but it's crucial for running a jewelry business.
Absolutely. PIRO Retail understands that jewelers need to keep track of everything. The type of metal, the quality carat weight of diamonds, the cut.
It's a lot.
It is. Their system lets you manage all your raw material inventory, track costs, even generate reports that help you make better purchasing decisions.
So if you're a jeweler who does a lot of custom work or in-house manufacturing, this is huge.
It is. It's about having control over your inventory and your production process. No more guessing games or relying on outdated spreadsheets.
Right. And it's not just managing the materials, it's tracking the costs associated with each piece.
Exactly.
That's essential for pricing things accurately and making sure you're actually making a profit.
You're absolutely right. PIRO Retail lets you assign costs to each part of a piece. The metal, the stones, the labor involved.
Wow.
This gives you a really clear picture of your actual cost of goods sold, so you can make informed decisions about your prices.
Sounds like PIRO Retail is taking the guesswork out of pricing.
That's the idea. And let's not forget their reporting tools. They can be so helpful for understanding how your business is doing, identifying trends, seeing where you can improve.
You mentioned reporting tools earlier.
Yeah.
Can you give me like a specific example of how a jeweler might use PIRO's reporting to get some valuable insights, something that could really impact their bottom line?
Sure. Let's say you're noticing a drop in sales for a particular style of earrings, something that used to be a bestseller.
Okay.
With PIRO Retail's reports, you can dig into the data and see if there's a pattern. Maybe those earrings aren't selling as well in a particular location, or maybe a newer style is overshadowing them.
So instead of just seeing that sales are down, you can see why.
Exactly. And with that knowledge, you can take action. Maybe you move those earrings to a different display or change your marketing to highlight them more.
It's about using the data to make informed decisions, not just reacting to what you see.
Exactly. And that's what sets PIRO Retail apart. It's not just about managing your inventory or processing transactions. It's about giving you the information you need to run your business strategically and profitably.
It really sounds like PIRO Retail is raising the bar for jewelry software.
Definitely.
But what about the jewelers who are still using those older systems, the ones we talked about earlier, like the Edge and JewelMate? What are they missing out on?
I think the biggest thing is the peace of mind that comes with knowing your system is always evolving and getting better. Those older systems are often stuck with old technology, and they just can't keep up with how fast the market is changing.
It's like trying to run a marathon in flip-flops.
I like that. And with technology moving so fast, those legacy systems are only going to fall further behind.
So for jewelers who are still holding on to those older systems, it might be time to take a hard look at what they're using.
It might be. They need to ask themselves, is this system helping me or is it holding me back?
And if it's holding them back, PIRO Retail might be the answer.
It's definitely worth checking out. They offer a free trial, so you can try it out and see if it's right for you.
That's a great point. And for those who are still on the fence, let's talk more about what sets PIRO Retail apart from the competition.
And we're back for the final part of our deep dive into the world of jewelry retail software. We've been talking all about PIRO Retail and their system that's really changing the game. It's got me thinking, what does all this mean for the future of jewelry retail? What trends are we seeing out there? And what advice would you give to jewelers who want to, stay ahead of the curve?
Well, one of the biggest trends right now is what we call omni-channel retailing. It's basically the idea that customers aren't just shopping in one place anymore.
Right, not just in-store, online. Exactly. They're moving between, your website, social media, your physical store, and they expect the same experience everywhere.
Yeah, a consistent, personalized experience no matter how they're shopping.
That's it. Think about it from the customer's point of view. They might see a ring you posted on Instagram.
Right.
Then they go to your website to check it out.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe they decide to visit your store to actually try it on.
So it's not just about having a website or a social media presence. It's about connecting all of those touch points.
Exactly. It's about creating a seamless experience for the customer, no matter how they choose to interact with you. And to succeed in this omni-channel world, jewelers need systems that can keep up.
Right. So it's not enough to just have separate systems for online and offline sales. You need something that can bring it all together.
You got it. You need a single, unified view of your inventory, your customer data, everything.
That sounds like a lot to manage. Can PIRO Retail handle all of that?
That's one of the things that impressed me about PIRO Retail. They built their system from the ground up with omnichannel in mind. Their software integrates seamlessly with, the popular e-commerce platforms like Shopify.
Right.
So you can manage all your sales online and offline from one place.
Wow, that's convenient.
And they have great tools for managing customer data so you can track their interactions no matter where they're happening and use that to create a more personalized experience.
So it's like using technology to actually create a more human approach to retail.
I like that. That's exactly what PIRO Retail is doing. They understand that technology should be used to empower those human relationships, not replace them.
And speaking of empowerment, I was really impressed with PIRO Retail's emphasis on data.
Oh, yeah.
They give jewelers all sorts of tools for, like, analyzing their data and using it to make better decisions.
Exactly. In today's market, data is gold. Jewelers need to track sales, spot trends, understand their customers,
Wow.
and use that information to make good decisions about inventory, pricing, marketing.
And PIRO Retail gives them the tools to do that.
They do. Their reporting tools are really powerful, and they're designed to be user-friendly, so you don't need to be a data scientist to get valuable insights.
Can you give me an example? Like, how could a jeweler use PIRO Retail's data to actually make a difference in their business?
Sure. Let's say you specialize in engagement rings.
Okay.
You could use PIRO's reporting tools to see which styles are most popular with, let's say, different age groups or income brackets. You could track what stones are trending, which metals people are buying.
Oh, that's smart.
That kind of information can help you make decisions about what you stock, how you price your items, even how you target your marketing.
So you can really tailor your approach to different types of customers.
Exactly. It's all about using data to anticipate what your customers want and creating a more personalized experience for them.
It sounds like the future of jewelry retail is all about, like, embracing technology, using data in a smart way,
Yeah.
and creating that seamless omni-channel experience we were talking about.
Mhm.
Any other advice for jewelers who are, trying to stay ahead?
Besides everything we've already discussed, I'd say never stop learning. The jewelry industry is constantly changing.
True.
So stay curious, explore new technologies, be willing to adapt.
And don't be afraid to ask for help, right? There are resources out there like PIRO Retail's support team who
Absolutely.
can help you figure all this stuff out.
They can guide you, answer your questions.
Well, this has been a fantastic deep dive into the world of jewelry retail software. Thanks so much for joining us and sharing all your insights. It's been really enlightening.
My pleasure. It was great to be here. And to all the jewelers listening, remember, embrace innovation, stay curious, and keep creating beautiful jewelry.